So let's do the prayers to Srimati Radharani. Everyone together. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhyeva patita nam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Again. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhyeva patita nam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vancha means molten. Vancha kalpa. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha, golden. Vancha tarubhyascha. Rishabhanu Sutta Devi. I was saying the wrong prayer, aren't I?
You were.
You didn't correct it.
I thought you were going to do another one, but...
All right, let's do the right one. Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshware Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamani Haripriye. So I'm a conditioned soul, so I make mistakes. That's an example. So, Tapta Kanchana, molten, Kanchana, gold. Tapta Kanchana Gaurange, Gaura, again golden. Anga means limbs. Anga, Angi. Angi is the body. Anga is a limb of the body. So Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanu Sutta, she's the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, and we offer respects to her. So I wanted to read something that Srila Prabhupada has written. Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya, and I think it's appropriate that we read something which he has written about Srimati Radharani. So we'll do the Sanskrit and then I'll read the purport. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is a famous verse, Canto 2, Bhagavatam, Chapter 3, Text 23. So, because of time restraint, I'll just say the Sanskrit. Jivan Chavo Bhagavatangri Rinam Na Jatu Macha Pilabeta Yasutu Shri Vishnu Padya Manujas Tulasaya Swasari Swansho Yastuna Veda Gandham. The English translation: the person who has not at any time received the dust of the feet of the Lord's pure devotee upon his head is certainly a dead body. And the person who has never experienced the aroma of the tulsi leaves from the lotus feet of the Lord is also a dead body, although breathing. So, repeat. The person who has not at any time received the dust of the feet of the Lord's pure devotee upon his head is certainly a dead body. And the person who has never experienced the aroma of the tulsi leaves from the lotus feet of the Lord is also a dead body, although breathing. So I want to read the purport. It's very nice. And the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada talks about Srimati Radharani. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. According to Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, the breathing dead body is a ghost. When a man dies, he is called dead. But when he again appears in a subtle form, not visible to our present vision, and yet acts, such a dead body is called a ghost. Ghosts are always very bad elements, always creating a fearful situation for others. So I remember when I joined the movement, when I moved into the temple in London with Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj and Subhag Maharaj, 1973. I'd heard about ghosts, but it was all theory. But then I came to South Africa. And it became realized. I saw ghosts, I saw what they can do, and even for a while studied them a little bit. Catching ghosts in jam jars and this and that. He's caught me. He's just more advanced. So ghost is a species of life, and there are 8,400,000 species. And Prabhupada says here they create a fearful situation. The last time I was troubled by a ghost was actually on Prabhupada's appearance day. So I wanted to come to the temple, but unfortunately I had operation. And I've got like stitches in my mouth. Even now I've got stitches, tooth extraction. So I wanted to come, and it was Prabhupada's appearance day, and I was sleeping, and a ghost came and pulled my leg and pulled my hand. And I thought, that's a good ghost. I thought immediately he was trying to pull me, to the temple, that I should actually be at the temple. But anyhow, Prabhupada says here, generally, fearful situation. So then Prabhupada says, similarly, the ghost-like non-devotees who have no respect for the pure devotees, nor for the Vishnu deity in the temple, create a fearful situation for the devotees at all times. So the non-devotees, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is comparing to ghosts. The Lord never accepts any offering by such impure ghosts. There is a common saying that one should first love the dog of the beloved before one shows any loving sentiments for the beloved. So this is what Maharaj was alluding to, that by pleasing those who are close to Krishna, we can actually please Krishna. The stage of pure devotion is attained by simply serving a pure devotee of the Lord. The first condition of devotional service to the Lord is therefore to be a servant of a pure devotee, and this condition is fulfilled by the statement, quote, reception of the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee who has also served another pure devotee. So we are serving our respective gurus, Diksha gurus, Siksha gurus, who are serving their gurus, who are serving Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is serving Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta is serving Srila Gokishore. And it goes all the way back to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then as Maharaj is saying, Ishvara Puri, Madhavendra Puri, Lakshmi Tirtha, Vyasa Tirtha, all the way back, Narada Muni, Lord Brahma, and to Lord Krishna. So this is our Sampradaya. So, Lord Krishna is the property of his pure, unconditional devotees. And as such, only the devotee can deliver Krishna to another devotee. Krishna is never obtainable directly. So this is a very important point. Only a devotee can give another devotee Krishna. You can't go to Krishna directly. Not possible. So we want to approach the Lord and his inner circle. We have to approach one of the members of his inner circle. I'll read this again. Only the devotee can deliver Krishna to another devotee. So this is why we accept Guru. Krishna is never obtainable directly. Lord Chaitanya therefore designated himself as Gopi, Bharata Pada, Kamala, Dasa Dasanu Das. That's Maharaj also quoted that. Dasanu Das. Das means servant. Dasanu 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 Das. Servant of a servant of a servant. A pure devotee, therefore, never approaches the Lord directly, but tries to please the servants of the Lord's servants, and thus the Lord becomes pleased. And only then can the devotee relish the taste of the tulsi leaves stuck to his lotus feet. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord is never to be found by becoming a great scholar of the Vedic literatures, but he is very easily approached by his pure devotees. So the qualification for approaching Krishna is bhakti. Bhakti mama vijananti, devotional service. To be wealthy, to be materially powerful, to be strong. These are not qualifications. Often they're disqualifications because they bewilder you when you become very excessively wealthy. You end up taking shelter of material things. Sometimes Krishna, out of his kindness, he takes away our material so-called facility and he leaves you with nothing. Therefore you have no option but to surrender to Krishna. And I can give you the example in the Bhagavatam. Narada Muni, in his previous life, he was a young child, and he had a mother who focused her whole life on looking after him. But then his mother was bitten by a snake, and she died. And then Narada Muni, this is in a previous life, he had nothing. He had no mother, father had gone. He had no facility, no material. He became very detached. He became so detached that he burnt the house that his mother was lying in. So not only her body was burnt, but also any possessions, anything that might have reminded him of past. And then he just left and started going on pilgrimage, taking shelter of Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna. So in that mood of helplessness, this young child actually attained Krishna. So Krishna sometimes helps us, and he'll take away some facility perhaps we're overly attached to. But it can also go the other way. Sometimes you can be overly attached to not being attached. And this is the case with Sudama Brahmana. He was so detached, he didn't want to ask Krishna of anything. But Krishna gave him everything. So he had a kingdom and so many maidservants, Dharma Brahmana. So let me continue. In Vrindavan, all the pure devotees pray for the mercy of Srimati Radharani, the pleasure potency of Lord Krishna. Srimati Radharani is the tender-hearted, feminine counterpart of the Supreme Whole, resembling the perfectional stage of the worldly feminine nature. Therefore, the mercy of Radharani is available very readily to the sincere devotee. So now we have to be sincere. Very important to be sincere. What does sincere mean? I looked it up in the dictionary. One definition: to be free of duplicitousness and pretentiousness. Pretentiousness means to pretend. Duplicitousness or duplicity, Prabhupada says in the CC Chaitanya Charitamrita, is a great offense against devotional service. We should not be duplicitous, and we should not be pretentious. We should be sincere. In 1969, Prabhupada was sitting in Heathrow Airport, and the devotees were around him. This is recorded in Ranchal Prabhu's book. And Prabhupada said, as you can see me face to face, you can see Krishna face to face. But you have to be sincere and you have to be serious. Sincere and serious. And you can see Krishna face to face. But you can also see Radharani face to face. Because wherever there is Krishna, there is Vrindavan. Wherever there is Vrindavan, there are the associates. The cowherd boys in Sakyaras, Mother Yashoda, Vishubhana Maharaj in Vatsalya Ras, and the gopis in Madhurya Ras. Krishna is never alone. The cows are also there, and also the deers. Did you see how many deers are on the altar tonight? I was counting them. So wherever there is Vrindavan, wherever there is Krishna is Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill, Radhakund, Sevakund, Vamsivat, these special holy places. Therefore, the mercy, Prabhupada says, of Radharani is available very readily to the sincere devotee. And once she recommends such a devotee to Lord Krishna, the Lord at once accepts the devotee's admittance into his association. So again, it's like the inner circle. You can't gate crash Krishna's inner circle. You can't force yourself in. You have to be recommended. So Radharani will recommend us. But then one of Radharani's associates will recommend us to Radharani. And then one of her associates will recommend us to one of her associates. This is how it comes all the way down to Bhaktivinoda, Bhaktisiddhanta, and Srila Prabhupada. They're personal associates. We can say Nitya Siddhas. The personal associates of Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan. So Prabhupada concludes. This is very important. Please listen. The conclusion is, therefore, that one should be more serious about seeking the mercy of the devotee than that of the Lord directly himself. And by one's doing so, by the goodwill of the devotee, the natural attraction for the service of the Lord will be revived. So the conclusion is, one should be more serious about seeking the mercy of the devotee than the devotee himself. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has said, Vaishnava Seva is more glorious and superior than Vishnu Seva. What is Vishnu Seva? Seva to Krishna, Ram, Nrsimhadev, his different expansions. Vaishnava, Vishnu Seva. But Vaishnava Seva, he says, Bhaktisiddhanta, is superior, more glorious. This is why we emphasize so much especially the worship of Srila Prabhupada being the very superior Vaishnava in this present age. And by his recommendation, we can be recommended to his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, and this goes all the way back to Lalita, Vishaka, Radha and Krishna. So this is our process. So on this occasion, Radhastami, we can pray that we can increase the quality and the quantity of our service, and we can repledge ourselves. Shri Radha Radhanath. We can repledge ourselves to Srila Prabhupada's service. This ISKCON movement is Prabhupada's personal preaching mission. He started it. He wrote, "It is my joy, it is my success, it is my joy, it is my success, it is my life." These three things. So we should try to, we're assisting Srila Prabhupada and his representatives, his direct disciples, his grand disciples. We're trying to work together, cooperating, to spread Krishna consciousness. This is what Srila Prabhupada wanted, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. And we're trying to do it here in South Africa, in particular in Durban. So I encourage you, please take on some responsibility. Try to preach Krishna consciousness. At the same time, try to develop the quality of your own hearing and chanting and go deeper into the holy name. Everything is contained within the holy name. There's nothing else in the 14 worlds. Nama Chintamani, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. The holy name is full of all transcendental bliss. The holy name will start to expand Nam, Root and Gun, Leela. As you begin to hear the holy name more purely without offenses, Nam, Root, you begin to appreciate the form of the Lord and his associates, Radharani, cowherd boys, gopis. Nam, Root and Guna, you begin to see their qualities. Like Radharani is particularly compassionate. And then Leela. Leela comes last. What does Leela mean? Pastimes. God has pastimes. You have pastimes. You do things, isn't it? You go into the park, whatever it is, watch TV, play football. God also does things. And we heard some pastimes from Maharaj, Jatila, etc. These are transcendental pastimes. So gradually you begin to understand these pastimes. But it doesn't happen immediately. One has to be Utsranishta Dayat. One also has to be a little patient, at the same time very enthusiastic. So on this occasion of Radhastami, I humbly request you increase the quality of your chanting, your hearing from Prabhupada's books. Try to increase your attachment to the Vaishnavas, Vaishnav Seva, serve the Vaishnavas, and try to preach, try to do something. Shri Radha Radhanath, whether it's helping in the Pujari department, whether going on Harinam. On the weekend we went on Harinam, book distribution, food for life, whatever it may be. Everyone has a particular tendency and proclivity. So you dovetail that in Krishna consciousness. And this way you please your Diksha Guru, you please your Siksha Guru, and then you're pleasing your Param Guru. There's no ordinary Param Guru. It's Srila Prabhupada, the most empowered Shakti Vesh, eternal, personal associate of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. So thank you very much. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Shri Nidai Gaura Hari ki, Shri Shri Giri Govardhana ki, Go Premanandi.